Hello everyone, welcome to biology class, and from this video lecture I will give you a full explanation of the topic that is physiology of nutrition. In previous video lecture we have discussed about the component of digestive system of human being. So after that I will going to introduce you about the physiology of nutrition, that is holozoic mode of nutrition which is found in human being. So let us start with the topic that is physiology of nutrition. Or we can say that physiology of holozoic nutrition. So as we have discussed earlier that the holozoic mode of nutrition complete in 5 steps, total 5 steps, which are ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and egestion. So one by one we will discuss about these events or these steps of holozoic nutrition. So first let us describe the first step, that is ingestion. The first step, that is ingestion. And in the case of human being, the ingestion take place through mouth. Ingestion take place through mouth into the buccal cavity. Into the buccal cavity. As the food get entered in the mouth and it pours into the buccal cavity, which is the second cavity of the mouth. Mouth has two cavities. The first is vestibules, and then after the buccal cavity. Behind the vestibule there is a buccal cavity. So ingestion is a simple process of taking food in our mouth, or we can say that in our buccal cavity through the oral opening, that is mouth. Then after the ingestion there is a process of digestion. So the second step of holozoic mode of nutrition, or second step of physiology, involves the process of digestion. So simply the process of digestion defined as the breakdown of complex and insoluble substances of food into the simple and soluble substances which can be absorbable with the help of the biological catalyst which is known as enzymes. So we can define first of all the different digestion process, that is breakdown of complex and insoluble food into simple and soluble food by using enzymes. So the digestion process takes place with the help of enzymes. And the process of digestion in our alimentary canal, which start from mouth and end to anus, take place at various places. So we will discuss the process of digestion, or we will discuss the role of various gland at various places in our alimentary canal. So first, the digestion process start in our mouth. So let us start with the digestion in mouth. So we will also consider the subheading under the digestion at various places in our alimentary canal. So first, digestion in mouth. So in mouth digestion, it is two types of digestion. The first is physical digestion. Physical, or we can say that physical or mechanical digestion. And this physical or mechanical digestion take place by teeth and tongue. These are the two organs in our buccal cavity which help in the crushing of food. So crushing of food is considered as physical or mechanical digestion, which take place only in the mouth. The second, that is chemical digestion. Or we can say that enzymatic digestion. So for that purpose, there is a gland in our mouth which is known as salivary gland, and salivary glands secrete saliva. So by saliva from salivary gland. And the composition of saliva is, the composition of saliva are mucus and some enzymes. So mucus help in the lubrication of the food material, or we can say that the food converted into the bolus condition, a ball-like structure after mixing of the food with saliva. It is take place by the help of mucus, and the second component of saliva, it is the enzymes, which are, so saliva consists of mucus and plus enzymes, and mucus helping the lubrication of food, while enzymes help in digestion of food. So enzyme which is present in our saliva, it is the salivary amylase. Or we can say it is as styrene. Salivary amylase is also known as styrene, and this styrene or salivary amylase convert the starch which we take as our food in the form of carbohydrate. So styrene, in the presence of styrene or salivary amylase, starch converted into maltose. So the digestion of carbohydrate is starting our mouth. Starch is a form of carbohydrate which is specially found in the plant's food or plant body or plant product. So this is about the digestion in our mouth or in our buccal cavity, which take place, which is two types, physical and chemical. So physical digestion by teeth as well as tongue, and chemical digestion take place with the help of saliva, which is secreted by salivary gland. which consists of mucus and enzyme. Mucus helping lubrication of food for the easy swallowing of food through our pharynx, while enzymes, which is known as fatty acids, help in digestion of starch into molecules. Then, after in digestion in mouth, the food in the form of bolus. Here we can say that the food after digestion, food in mouth converted into bolus. This is a term for the even for the food after mixing by saliva in our mouth. So, in the form of bolus, we swallow the food through our pharynx into the esophagus by the opening which is known as gullet, and after esophagus, it runs downward and stored in our stomach. So, the two parts of the alimentary canal are next part, that is pharynx and esophagus. And in pharynx and esophagus there is no digestion. These two parts of alimentary canal only help in the passage of food in the form of bolus into the stomach. Then the next part, that is stomach. And inside the stomach, in our stomach, there is a gland. Digestion takes place by gastric gland, and the secretion of gastric gland is gastric juice. And gastric juice consists of three components, which are HCl, mucus, and plus pepsin. So HCl, mucus and pepsin, these are the three components of gastric juice which is secreted by gastric gland in our stomach. And here HCl make the acidic medium, the food or the medium of food becomes acidic by the help of HCl which inside our stomach, while mucus helping to protect wall of stomach, and it protect from which component? From the HCl, from the action of HCl, because HCl is a strong acid. So there may be possibility of degradation of the wall of stomach by the action of HCl. So mucus ensure the protection of the wall of stomach from HCl. Then the third, that is pepsin, and pepsin is responsible for the protein digestion. So digestion of protein start in our stomach, while digestion of carbohydrate start in our mouth. And in stomach only protein digestion take place with the help of pepsin enzyme. This pepsin enzyme is an active form of enzyme, and it is present in our gastric juice in the form of pepsinogen. So when the pepsinogen comes in contact with the HCl, it gets converted into the pepsin, which is the active form and act on protein for digestion. So this is all about the digestion in stomach, and after digestion in stomach,
all the subject teachers please be with us.
after
It's already 9 o'clock.
digestion in stomach, the food is called chyme. So here the food is bolus after digestion in mouth, while after digestion in stomach the food is known as chyme. One other term we will also study or discuss when the complete digestion of food take place in small intestine, which is known as chyme. So before that we start the digestion in small intestine. So at 4th stage we will discuss digestion in small intestine. And which is the place where complete digestion of food take place by the help of enzymes secreted by pancreas as well as pancreatic intestinal gland. So in small intestine there are two glands are responsible for digestion of food. That is, there are three glands. Is by liver, which secrete bile, and then pancreas, which secrete pancreatic juice. While the third is the intestinal gland. So bile is the composition secreted by liver, which consists of bile salt and the bile pigment. So bile salt is mainly responsible for some action in the food in small intestine before acting the enzymes of pancreatic juice as well as enzyme of intestinal gland. So what work done by bile? So this is the first thing, that the conversion of acidic medium of food into alkaline medium, while the second is emulsification of fat, which is responsible for the digestion of fat. So after the action of bile, that is conversion of acidic food into alkaline and emulsification of fat, the pancreatic juice consists of three enzymes. Pancreatic juice, it's the enzymes of pancreatic juice act on the various nutrients for the digestion. So pancreatic juice consists of, especially the pancreatic juice consists of three enzymes, that is amylase for carbohydrate digestion, the second is lipase for fat digestion, while the third is the trypsin for protein digestion. So through the pancreatic juice, the carbohydrate get digestion take place by amylase, lipase for fat digestion, and trypsin for protein digestion. And some remaining undigested food get completely digested by the help of the secretion of intestinal gland in the form of succus entericus, which also consists of carbohydrate digestive enzyme, protein digestive enzyme, as well as fat digestive enzyme, which convert the remaining undigested food into the simplest form, into their simplest form. And the simplest form of carbohydrate, it is the glucose. The simplest form of protein, it is the amino acid, while the simplest form of fat, it is the fatty acid and glycerol. So this is all our overall explanation about the digestion process as well as ingestion process in our digestive system. And so these are the two states of physiology of nutrition. Remaining three parts, three events of physiology of nutrition, that are absorption, assimilation and egestion, we will discuss in next part of video.